Everybody, so I'm doing this pretty late, but I am going to be uploading after this video, or I already did upload this video. By the time you see this, it's going to be what Deku was a Ninja Turtle part 3. I'll also be uploading what if Deku was a what if Deku had horns, and also will be uploading what if Deku something. I will be uploading about 5 what ifs this week. Now, guys, on the weekdays, I will be uploading what ifs more occasionally. Okay, guys. Let me just tell you my track record. So I will be uploading stop motions a lot more frequently than what ifs, but I will be uploading what ifs randomly on the weekend and holidays. But I also will be uploading about 5 or 4 what ifs, maybe more, over the weekdays. So guys, just look out for that. So let's get into the story. So this is where Deku was Spider-Man Part 3. So last time I with Deku went back home after doing some vigilante work and also getting some gadgets and tools from, what was it? Oh yeah, Blondie. Now guys, I didn't look. Now guys, I didn't look in the comments. The point I'm making this video is about a week after my last Spider-Man What If. So yeah, guys. Basically, Deku. I did get No, I didn't get any more suggestions for this video, but I will be uploading other villains. Now, classic villain of Spider-Man will be make an intro or entrance in the USJ arc. Pretty much, Deku goes back to school. Everybody is the same until Zawa explains that they're going to the USJ. Everybody gets ready, gets in their hero costumes, get ready, and Deku walks onto the bus. Now they're talking about their quirks and all explaining them. Now, pretty much they ask Deku and Blondie about their quirks. She says she has an extra sense quirk that enhances her the sense you have when the feeling you have when you feel like someone is watching. That's enhanced to a point that's accurate. And Deku says my quirk is really complicated, but also very strong. Pretty much Deku lists out all of his abilities. They say that you have a really strong quirk and all that jazz. Now, Bakugo's kind of angry by this because, well, he thought Deku was quirkless all these years. Technically, Deku was, but he got bit by the spider. So, after that, they get to the USJ, and they go inside, and they get told by 13 about, how quirks are dangerous, and blah, 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 having the same entire speech. Until the villains show up, and they start, bugging. Everybody gets tackled down. Pretty much, Azawa starts bodying villains. But eventually, he tells 13 to get the students out here, blah, blah, blah. But Azawa gets bodied by by a pumped up, move, getting knocked the freak out with one punch. What I'm trying to say here is, Venom, they have symbiotes. The villain came around. The League of Villains have symbiotes. Now they throw down the symbiote, pretty much, the symbiote, what would you say, what was it? Oh yeah, the symbiote Nomu throws Azao to the ground, and pretty much, the Shadow Court guy takes out the students, separating them apart. Deku, next thing he knows it, he's falling down into, a river or a pool area, and he starts whipping around left and right towards a building. Deku looks around and he sees Froggy Mineta on a boat in the middle of the water area that he's swimming away from, being surrounded by villains in the water. Deku Deku uses another piece of technology that he got from whatchamacallit, Blondie, and I'm pretty sure I expelled Mineta, so instead of Mineta being there, it's Blondie. So Deku throws the web, pretty much tracer that he got, that he reconfigured from the spider drone. Pretty much putting a webbing pattern into the spider drone, giving the ability to make webbing in different type of arrays, making a zip line making them, each of them climb up the zip line, making Froppy grab Grandi and She's climbing up the zip line with her tongue. Now they're climbing up and up and up, and pretty much a villain tries to, grab them. Deku throws an electric web towards the villain's face, electrocuting the people in the water at the same time. They get to the other side, Deku helps them down, and pretty much we get hit with a huge, explosion type of punch when All Might shows up and starts fighting the Nomu. And All Might immediately starts losing completely because the Nomu is a lot more stronger because it's symbioted up. It's Venom Blast. So Deku runs over there, trying to, help, and he starts, punching left and right, dodging and maneuvering between the Nomu's punches, trying to keep the Nomu occupied so All Might can get his strength back. Deku starts dodging left and right with the Nomu, grabbing the Nomu's beak and starting, punching him left and right. When he notices that the beak is growing teeth, Deku jumps immediately off the Nomu, using his electric webs to try to, electrify the thing. But he soon notices that it's something on top of the thing that's coming off while he's electrocuting it. Deku pretty much uses his electric blast to blast the. And Deku's electric webs to work a little bit different. Deku's webs are conductors. Deku uses more conductive spider webs uses electric effects. So when he spider blasts in his hand, when the webs come out, they are electrified, and that's how he uses the electric webs. So Deku starts using his Venom Blast left and right towards all the parts of the Nomu as fast as he possibly could, making the Nomu, well, pretty much, what was it? Oh yeah, making the Nomu eject from the symbiote. Oh, the symbiote eject from the Nomu. The symbiote jumps up, and Deku uses the last of his Venom Blast to disintegrate the symbiote seemingly, with a little piece of the symbiote falling on Deku's foot, blending into Deku's outfit. Deku starts taking out the Nomu left and right, but he's not strong enough and he gets whacked away by the Nomu. Deku gets thrown into a couple of bars, and All Might gets his strength back and does a Detroit smash right in the Nomu's face, taking it down completely. Now, after that, about 2 seconds after that, the heroes show up, taking out the villains, shooting Shigaraki still. So they retreat, and Deku and his class members are given off the same days that they got originally. Deku is taken to the infirmary, but Deku is, magically healed. Deku gets back home, and he has a nightmare about his father being, shot, and all that other stuff, and pretty much having a struggle, and having a nightmare about the same guy that killed his dad, killing his mom. Deku wakes up in the middle of the night on a roof with a new suit on. Having a black suit on him, Deku's confused, walking around the roof, pacing back and forth, looking at himself, seeing that he has a huge white spider logo on his chest and black suit. But Deku starts realizing that he feels a lot more alive, a lot more stronger, like he has nothing holding him back. Now, the part of Deku that is, pretty much the part of Deku that killed the person that killed his father is enhanced to full extent, making Deku a total dick, making him a total jerk, basically making him, kind of like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man from the Spider-Man 3. Deku also does have all of his abilities enhanced, including his extra abilities, making his Venom Blast at the same, making his Venom Blast to a point to make Electro give Electro a run for his money, and making Deku be able to use his Venom Blast in a point to make it shoot out electric charges like Electro, and also making Deku's agility godlike, making him not being able to be hit or even telepathically reached because Deku can move a lot more faster than he originally could. Deku has Superman levels of strength now, and also Deku has a spider sense so godlike that he can see in the third person. Deku also has all of his all of his powers increased to 100, making Deku almost godlike, making Deku literally, a threat to humanity. Now, Deku's Spider-Man, black suited Spider-Man outfit is in the Ultimate Spider outfit. It's just a plain one. It doesn't have any webbing designs on it. Deku goes, Deku goes back home after he goes back home. He sleeps, and the next morning he goes on the news, seeing that a new black suited vigilante was running around. A black figure in the streets was running around taking down, villains. Now, what I'm trying to now Deku did. Now, Deku Symbiote does know about Deku's, memories and how he wants to keep his identity as sacred. So the symbiote did morph its form to make it look like, the generic Venom cost. And the generic Venom, just Venom, to make him look like a real symbiote. Now, when Deku went to school with the symbiote costume on, he looked like, black suited Spider-Man. So Deku couldn't be recognized at UA as a vigilante. Now, Deku goes back to school the next day, and everybody's talking about, the sports festival. Now, he doesn't. He goes back to school not the next day, but after the days he got off. Deku gets told by the class that, have you heard about the new black and red and blue and red vigilante that was going around the city? They're like freaking huge, man. Pretty much showing them photos and videos of a black figured creature that's super, bulky, taking out villains and knocking them out. And they said some of them even got, paralyzed, bro. Like, that guy has no limits. Deku says, wow. Pretty much explaining that, well, that guy's pretty cool. Pretty much getting a voice in his head saying that we are amazing. We are a special team. We are inseparable. Pretty much being confused. Deku ain't talking back, but he hears that the symbiote is explaining about his race and how the villains captured him and pretty much forced him to bond with that mindless freak. But it was easy because it was mindless. I didn't have to fight anybody to take over that body. Pretty much Deku says, fight anybody. Venom says, I'm not going to take over your body. Obviously lying, making that we can be a team, we can make the world a better place. We can get rid of villains like those people on the news, like Rhino, or that one he fought last time, the Prowler. Deku says, well, you're kind of right. Denki behind him saying, what you mean, right? Deku says, nothing. And pretty much just says, the Denki, leave me the hell alone. Denki says, okay, dude, don't have to be a dick about it. And Deku gets up from his seat, grabs Denki's collar and says, don't you dare call me a dick or else I'll rip your head off. Everybody in the class is going like, what the hell? And pretty much Deku throws Denki across the room into a wall, knocking him out cold. Everybody runs over to Denki, saying, are you okay, Denki? Blah, blah, blah. Pretty much looking over to Deku, and Deku slowly making his hair grow black. Now, next day, pretty much everybody's talking about, the sports festival, blah, blah, blah. Now, guys, I'm going to leave it off here, but Deku will have the symbiote in the sports festival, but maybe half of the time he won't. So, guys, if you want me to make a side episode of Deku getting rid of the symbiote before the sports festival happens, go in the comments and ask me to do that. So, guys, see you guys later. Bye. And also, guys, I will be uploading a new what if that you guys would, choose. Please, guys, choose any type of what if that you guys want me to do, because it's more or less your opinion than mine. So, and also, guys, 1% of you guys are subscribed, and the rest of you are not. Like, it's a whole entire chunk of my viewers that aren't subscribed. Now, guys, please subscribe. It's not like, a full-time thing. You can unsubscribe anytime you want. But, guys, please subscribe because I really appreciate it. So, guys, have a blessed day. Bye. Deuces.